Hello class, what's up, is Raj here. So today we are discussing about the class 9 science chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life, and this is the color for exam oriented notes are there. So this will help you up to the simple structure and easy to revise and copy friendly for your upcoming examination. So class, what is cell? The basic idea behind the cell is the fundamental unit of life. Okay. So for example, you taking example of a wall, and the wall is made up of the bricks. So bricks is act like a cell. So these bricks is known as the cell is the fundamental unit of life, and cell is a structural and functional unit of life. So all living organism is made up of cells. Whatever you tell the living organisms that are the made up of the cells, and cells equals to the Latin word that is called the little room are there. After that, discovered by the Robert Hooke. So cell was discovered by the Robert Hooke. Name of the important scientists including are there. For example, Leeuwenhoek, Hooke, the first saw living cell, first of all. Second, Robert Brown discovered nucleus, and Sleden and Swan, that is the commander in the cell theory. If you're talking about the virtue, the cell arise from the pre-existing cells. We know that class the cell is made up and making a cell made up after the group of cells that making a tissue making after, and um, organ making a system making a body. So they are interdependent to each other. So what do you mean by the each? So the cell is come from the pre-existing cells. So who proposed these terms? The name of the scientist is Claus Virchow. After that, the cell theory. If we're talking about the cell theory, all organisms are made up of cells. The first postulate of the cell theory are there. And second, the cell is the basic unit of life. If you're talking about this, so cell is the basic unit of life. Third, the new cells arrive from the old cells. The new cells arrive from the old cells. So what is the type of organism? If you're talking about the type of organism, the first of all, unicellular first of all, and second is multicellular. In unicellular, made up of the one cell, for example, amoeba, bacteria are the unicellular organism. If you're talking about the multicellular organisms, for example, human including are there, that is made up of more than one type of cell including are there. After that class, basic structure. If we're talking about the basic structure, so plasma membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. So these thrices come under the basic structure: plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Next, plasma membrane. So if you're talking about the plasma membrane, outer covering of the cell is known as plasma membrane, and selective permeable including are there. Diffusion, high to low. What is the diffusion including are there? That is the high to low. And osmosis, if you're talking about the osmosis, the water movement including are there. So these all the steps are come under in the plasma membrane class. After that, if you're talking about the solution, what is the type of solutions class? There is a three type of solutions class. First of all, first, hypotonic. If you're talking hypotonic, isotonic, and hypertonic. The hypotonic that gains water, that come under in the hypotonic. Isotonic, there is a no change including are there. Hypertonic loses water, come under in it. So next, cell wall. So made up of cellulose first of all. Number second, protection and strength including in the cell wall. Plasmolysis that come under in the shrinkage. So these all are come under in the cell wall. After that, nucleus. If you're talking about the nucleus, so control centers including in the nucleus first of all, and second, it contains the DNA. What is the full form DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid class. After that, prokaryotic versus eukaryotic. So in prokaryotic, you know that class, there is a no nucleus are there, and in eukaryotic there is a true nucleus present in this. So these are the definition of the prokaryotic versus eukaryotic. Next, cell organelles. For example, endoplasmic reticulum, that is the transport. Golgi apparatus, that is the packaging. Lysosome, that is the digestion. Lysosome is called the societal bag of the cell. Yeah, these things you have to remember in a mind class. And mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell, all the powerhouse of the cell. And the currency in which the energy is stored in the form of that is called the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So mitochondria, that is stored energy. Plastid, photosynthesis is storage. Vacuoles is storage. After that, what is the key point class? If you're talking about the key points, so cell is the unit of life. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, that confirm the energy are there, and DNA, that the heredity including are there. So the quick revision: cell is the basic unit, nucleus control, mitochondria is energy. So these all our stuffs come under in it. So thank you so much. Like, sorry, thank you so much, guys. Please like, subscribe, share my channel how much you can. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.